Hello, everyone. So today we are going to be looking at two 60 musical programs from the North American tour. This is from the Chicago shows. It was mid-Chicago, and this is from one of the Edmonton previews that I went to. This was sent to me by an amazing friend, Kendra. Go follow her. I'll be surprised if you aren't following her. She's amazing, and I'm so happy she sent me this. Thank you so much, Kendra. So I think we're going to go into this one first because that's where they started off this cast. So it would make sense to go first in here. So yeah, let's get into it. Oh, that was way too far. Oh my goodness. I'm really trying not to rip these because since they're not like the West End ones, which you have to pay for, they're not as good of a quality, even with the Edmonton ones. Both of these were given out for free at the, theaters, so they're not as good quality made as the West End ones are, although they are really nice. So you just have to watch out and make sure you don't rip anything. I haven't ripped anything yet, but I am so scared of ripping anything. So we have the table of contents. So yeah. That sounded so weird. What did I just do with my voice? Some adverts, some information on Chicago Shakespeare Theater, more adverts, more Chicago Shakespeare Theater. Oh my goodness. I'm trying. Oh, I did skip a page. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna switch hands. I don't know. I think it'll be easier to hold this with my right and then flip through with my left. So more adverts. And now we have this little Q&A Toby and Lucy did. So it's about the show and stuff. So I'm not gonna read through it, but I'm gonna put the my phone camera over them. So if you want, you can pause and read it. So let's just do that. So section 1, section 2. Sorry if I'm really shaky. I get so nervous filming these. Section 3, section 4, section 5, and 6. Section 6. So yeah, that's those pages. Oh my goodness. I'm so trying not to rip these. They're so flimsy. I'm so scared. They're really nice, but I'm just scared. Oh my god. Oh, and then we have a continuation of the page, the Q&A. So, yeah. You can pause if you want to read it. It's really interesting, so I'd read it, and I don't think you can get it anywhere else unless this was just copy and pasted from an online article that Toby and Lucy did. I don't know. Join the fun, #6Chicago, some critic reviews that are obviously positive. And why wouldn't they be? The show is epic. It feels like yesterday they went on Broadway. Sorry if you hear my, sorry if I'm, uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable right now, sitting like this and trying not to rip anything. So if you hear my foot squambling around, that's why, because I'm sitting crisscross. Yeah. So here's all the people that make the show happen. Did I skip a page? Just really, yeah, I didn't. So yeah, here's all the people who make the scenes, make the show happen and stuff, all the crew and stuff. And we stand them because without them, there wouldn't be a show to put on. So hats off to them. Sponsors, of course. What the heck? Isn't Bank of Montreal a Canadian thing here only because it's Bank of Montreal? And Montreal is one of our provinces here in Canada. I'm so confused, but we gonna move on. Yeah, 1 second. So, here we have the queens and who plays who. So, Adriana Hicks is playing Mrs. Catherine of Aragon. Then Andrea Macassette is playing Anne Boleyn. Then Abby Mueller is playing Jane Seymour. Then Brittany Mack is playing Anna of Cleves. Then Courtney Mack is playing Catherine Howard. Oh my god, I had like the major like voice change there. I'm not sure if you could notice it, but I definitely did. um, Anna Uzel or Anna Uzeli. I don't know if I pronounce any of their names wrong. Please correct me in the comments. I want to be corrected. Playing Catherine Parr. So then we have the alternates who are absolutely amazing. So we have Nicole, who is alternate Aragon, Cleves, and Parr. And she's amazing, of course. Like, they're all amazing. Again, Mallory Medkey, absolutely amazing because they're all amazing. And we should all give them so much love because they worked so hard on this show and they are absolutely amazing at what they do. And she was alternate Aragon, Boleyn Seymour Howard, and she was the dance captain. Now, she wasn't like officially Aragon, like that wasn't listed in her casting, but she just kind of learned the part like mid Chicago, and like so she just got, so in case Nicole and Adriana couldn't go, like if Adriana couldn't go on and then Nicole couldn't go on for some reason, she could go on, but that never happened, so rip. More staff people. Oh no, not staff people. Yeah, staff people over there. Thank you for all you do, because without you guys there wouldn't be, like, stage managers, really important. Y'all are really important. I think they said that in the Yas Queen vlog, but yeah, you guys are really important. I'm trying not to ramble too much, but y'all are important. Everyone in this casting is important. Like, casting as in, like, everyone who makes the show happen, everyone who's a part of the show is very, very important. And we stand all of them. So we have the ladies in waiting. That, I kind of stumbled on my words. And we have the musicians contractor. Musicians contractor. So we got music director, conductor, keyboard, give it up for... Wait, what? I'm so confused. Okay, honestly, why don't I remember, like, which lady in waiting is which? Like, I don't remember, like, who is Joan and who is who. Not, like, as in I don't remember the actresses. It's just, I don't remember what instrument they're playing. Like, I can see here, but I can't remember if it was, like, Maria, like, Maria's on the drums, right? I don't remember, and I really should. That's really rude of me. I need to learn these. I'm gonna go and look at the Mega 6 after. How can I claim to be a fan of this show and not know what instruments they play off the top of my head? So we have the musical numbers. Says, like, if it's one of the Queen's, like, solo songs. Not solo songs, because they're, like, the other Queens are, like, the backing choruses and stuff, backing vocals and stuff. But it just says, like, if it's a, basically just says if it's a group song or if it's one of the Queens' is, like, song that's, like, all to themselves, like, supposed to be about them. So now we have a little bit of her story. So first, let's get into Catherine of Aragon. We have a portrait of her here, and we have Adriana Hicks, who plays her in this production here. So birth and death. Catherine of Aragon was born December 15th, 1485. Oh my goodness. 1 second. My heart is, like, beating so fast right now, and I don't know why. So, Catherine of Aragon was born December 15th, 1485, and she passed on January 7th, 1536. And her first marriage was to Arthur, Henry's older brother, and that was on November 14th, 1501, and she was 15. And then her second was to Henry VIII, and that was on... Oh, there's not a date, but there's just, like, a time period. June 1509, and she was 23. So then we have children. So she had Mary, as we all know, who was born on February 18th, 1516. Oh my god, my heart is beating really fast, and I have no idea why. That's so uncomfortable. So then we have, of course, Mary, born February 18th, 1516, who was Queen Mary the First. She had 3 stillborn children, and 2 died as babies, and other miscarriages, and that's honestly so tragic. I like the miscarriages stuff, and the stillbirths, and the children like dying as babies, I feel so bad for this woman. Like, she had to go through a lot. Like, we stand all of them. They had to go through so much. So yeah, I hope you good up and up. I hope, well, let's not get religious here. Well, I mean, she's Catherine of Aragon. She kind of is religious. Wherever you are, Catherine, I hope you've found your peace. I hope that to all of them. So yeah, that's the children's section. Oh my god. I just got really startled. Interests: religion, sewing, dancing, and a bit more religion. Wait, did I say interests? Yeah, I think I did. I keep forgetting what words I'm saying, and I don't know why. So, then her cause of passing was probably a type of cancer in her heart. We don't know. But yeah. And then she was remembered for her refusal to accept that her marriage was invalid and her faith, and her dramatic speech to Henry at the court to judge the annulment of their marriage. And then we have... Oh, no, I thought I read that wrong for a second. So then we have, did you know? So she was regent, or is it regent? I don't know. I just know, like, what that means for some reason. It's been a long day. Well, Henry fought in France in 1513 during the Battle of Flodden when James of Scotland... I can read Roman numerals. I'm so burnt out. I'm not even gonna bother. But yeah, I hope that isn't too disrespectful. Like, reading the Roman numerals. James something of Scotland was killed in the battle. She wanted to send his body to Henry as a present. Kind of creepy, but honestly, she was like, it kind of like tells you how much she actually cared for him, and how in the end, to him, she was just like, she was just a wife, but she was so much more than that, and she loved him. Like, why do they say, like, I feel like Catherine of Aragon in real life, I think she definitely did put up with so much, and I feel like, because she did want to keep her marriage. I don't know, because I wasn't there, but she was just really, really loyal, honestly. Like, she deserved so much better. And even if this seems kind of messed up, which I guess kind of is, you can tell that she did kind of like Henry, at least in the beginning, because he was a tyrant. We do not like Henry VIII. We do not stand Henry VIII in this in this house. Hashtag Henry VIII is over. Party. Oh my god, I'm saying words wrong. Queenspiration, Beyonce, and Shakira. I'm just gonna make sure I didn't miss anything. No. So now we have Anne Boleyn. Oh, by the way, she's my favorite Aragon. Then we have Anne Boleyn, who her birth, she was born probably 1501, and she passed on May 19th, 1536. She had one marriage to Henry, of course. January 25th, 1533, and she was 31. And then children. So she had Elizabeth, as we all know, and Elizabeth was born September 7th, 1533. And she had at least 2 miscarriages. Again, very, very, very tragic. Sorry, my voice is like dying right now. Then we have interests. Wait, did I skip over anything? No, okay. So then we have interests, which were fashion, dancing, flirtation, and collecting evangelical works. Then we have, like, is that a section there? No. So then we have, like, how she was linked to other queens. Well, it's just one queen, but she was linked to Catherine of Aragon because she was her lady in waiting. Cause of death, executed on Tower Green, London. I keep thinking I missed something, but I don't think I did. Remembered for headlessness, bringing about the break with the Pope, having a sixth finger. Wow. Then we have, did you know? She was fluent in French. She would have acted as a translator during the visit of Emperor Charles the 10th. I don't know. I can't read these right now. My brain is not working. To the English court in 1522. Sorry again if I get these wrong, because I am so dumb and I cannot think right now. Her queen inspirations were Lily Allen and Avril Lavigne. So yeah. We stand. Jane Seymour, birth, she was born 1507 or 1508. Unsure, I guess. And she passed on October 24th, 1537. And she was married to Henry on May 30th, 1536. And she was either aged 28 or 29. Then we have children. So she had Edward, as we all know, who was born October 12th, 1537. So King Edward. Interest, religious faith, being obedient. Queen Lynx, she was Anne Boleyn's lady-in-waiting. Cause of death, hemorrhage after the birth of Prince Edward. Very, very tragic. Like, that is... These are... All of them have very sad stories. And it's very tragic, but... Yeah, it's very tragic. She was remembered for being the quote-unquote only one he ever loved, and having two troublesome brothers who fought over the regency of the young prince after King Henry's death. And did you know, while Anne was still alive, Henry sent Jane a gift of money, which she refused, apparently saying there, quote-unquote, was no treasure in this world that she valued so much as her honor. And her queen inspirations were Adele and Sia. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I don't think I did. Again, my throat is like dying, so sorry if I sound very unenthusiastic. So we have Cleves. So she was born in 1515 and she passed July 16th, 1557. And I'm pretty sure she was the one that lived the longest. Like, I'm pretty sure she outlived Catherine Parr. She was married to Henry on January 6th, 1540. January 6th, 1540. And she was 24. She had no children. Her interests were staying alive. Queen Lynx visited Catherine Howard once she became queen and bowed down to her. Cause of death, probably cancer. Remembered for staying alive. Did you know? When Henry first met her, he disguised himself, possibly imagining some sort of romantic reaction. When he kissed her, she is said to have turned away coldly at this hideous stranger molesting her. According to a witness, he, quote-unquote, never saw His Highness so marvelously astonished. And her queen inspiration was Nicki Minaj and Rihanna. And about this, honestly, we stan Cleves. We stan all of them. Like, you go, girl. Like, Henry was, expecting it like a cheesy rom-com, wasn't he? Like the weirdo he is. Catherine Howard. Wait, did I miss anything? Nope. Yeah, no. Okay, Catherine Howard. Birth and death. So, she's probably born in the year 1523, and she passed, unfortunately, again, all of these are unfortunately, February 13th, 1542, and that was the day Broadway showings played. So that day in the Brooks Atkinson, I hope they were doing, I just hope that Howard somehow might have known that they were singing that day, and Sam Polly was there living her best life and paying tribute to Howard. And I just hope Howard knows that I hope all the queens know that we know that they're not just like Henry's wives. Like, they should not be painted as that, because they were their own people, and they were absolutely amazing people, and they did amazing things. So let's get into this. So 1542 marriage. She got married to Henry July 18th, 1540, age 17. She had no children. Her interests were dancing, music, and animals. Her queenlings, she was lady-in-waiting to Anna of Cleves, and she was Anne Boleyn's cousin. Cause of death, executed on Tower Green, London. Remembered for being completely used and abused by those with more power. Did you know, from her arrest on November 8th, 1541, to her execution 3 months later, Catherine stayed under house arrest. In late January 1542, an act was passed in Parliament that made it treason for a woman to become the king's wife without, quote-unquote, plain declaration because of her unchaste life, meaning Henry could have her killed. And queenspirations were Ariana Grande and Britney Spears. And then we have Catherine Parr. So, yeah, Catherine Parr she was born probably in 1512, and she passed September 5th, 1548. So yeah, Cleves did outlive her. It's not really a competition, of course. It's just like, it's funny how it's like she was painted as survived and Cleves is painted as divorced, but then like Cleves like just like sort of like she lived for more years. Well, not necessarily more years because she was born later, but or maybe, you know, I'm not doing math right now at like 10 o'clock. Her birth, it's not focusing, is it? So yeah, oh my goodness, why won't it focus? There we go. So yeah, she's probably born in 1512, and she passed September 5th, 1548. My camera is almost going to like run out of amount. Like, I have 3 minutes left. So this is her marriage. First to Sir Edward Burgh, a courtier, 1529 to 1533. Her second was to John Neville, Lord Latimer, 1534 to 1543. Third to Henry VIII, July 12th, 1543. Fourth to Thomas Seymour, May 1547, in secret. Children, a daughter with Thomas Seymour, who died as a baby. Interest, writing books, encouraging education. Reformation. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting to Catherine of Aragon. Friendly with her daughter, Princess Mary. So Catherine's daughter. Cause of death, childbirth, remembered for surviving. Catherine was the first woman in England to publish books under her own name and in English. So that's Did You Know? Queenspiration, Alicia Keys and Emily Sandé. I don't know how to pronounce that. So I'm quickly going to go through these profiles. So Adriana Hicks, favorite Aragon. Andrea Macassette, favorite Boleyn. Abby Mueller, favorite Seymour. Brittany Mack, of course, favorite Cleves. Courtney Mack, one of my favorite Howards. Anna Uzelli / Uzel. I don't know how to pronounce her name again. Please correct me in the comments below. Favorite Parr. These two alternates are absolutely amazing. We stand this whole cast. And I think that's it. I have less than 2 minutes to go into the Edmonton one, so I'm kind of really rushing. But I might just end up separating them, and you might be see it edited. Because there's still someone left in the Edmonton program who's not in here, who y'all will see. And I'll let you know if I have to cut this into parts. And that. Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to cut this into parts because I literally have less than a minute. But I'll let y'all know. So, we can try. We can hopefully do this. Okay, that's the cover. There's pretty much nothing different. Basically, a little bit of her story. So we have Sam Polly. She was not my favorite, but she was really good, and I think she's not my favorite just because she was a more Ariana Grande than Britney Spears Howard, and I prefer when the actresses do more of a Britney. But yeah, I think that's all. I might have been missing a page because I remember this one page, but I think it's in the Chicago program. Let me just quickly get it through. It's one of the last pages. Or at least it should be. Okay, if I find it, I'll send it to y'all. But I can't find it, so I'll put a picture if I can. So